What's up, Spooky fam? I have done quite a bit to this area since I have seen you last. So today for my next DVD haul, I think this is it has to be part 8 now. I got actual like DVD holders for my DVDs, so I'm going to be reorganizing all of this and kind of explaining what I got while I alphabetize my DVDs. What a nerdy thing to do. Whatever. That's what this video is going to be. If you would like to stick around, check out my little pumpkin shelf that I am starting here. I'm very excited to just have all this spooky stuff, and I hope that you guys like the light going on, like all this new stuff here. So let's get right into this. Hang on. So right now my plans are to clear this out, flip it on its side so that it goes lengthways, keep this but put it on top of this, and then put all of the DVD holders up this way. They can also be mounted. Do you like my shirt? Anyways, yeah. Also, something I'm not going to go into in depth in this video. I found a bunch of VHS, like horror-related VHS. We have Elvira, Necronomicon, Sleepaway Camp, Curse of the Blair Witch, and of course Hannibal. So I just wanted to include this before we got started here. So let's get into the DVD haul. Okay, so the first movie that I have for my haul here, oh my goodness, I actually added The Dark Knight. This is The Dark Knight with the Joker. This is one of the first movies that Marcel and I watched together as a couple, so I know it's not horror, but it's Batman, and it's Batman. Okay, so something really awesome that I'm very excited to be able to add to my collection. You guys have heard me mention that my uncle, who has passed away, was a really big influence on my love for movies, and I got to go through my closet downstairs at my parents' house, which has a lot of his storage in it still, and I found some of his favorite movies, which happened to be Elvira, and he loved Elvira so much. he didn't, like, he was gay, but he thought Elvira was the most beautiful woman to ever walk the earth. And you know what? I do too. So I'm very excited, and I hold these two close to my heart. So for G, another movie, I'm doing this in alphabetical order. If you guys can see right here, this little basket here is where I've been keeping my DVDs that I need to, put into a haul video. So this movie is Gummo. If you guys have seen this, it's not like, it's a little bit disturbing in some parts, but it's more or less just kind of like cringy. I don't know. But I watched this at a very young age, which, started my love for Harmony Korine. I think he is a weird one, but I like him a lot. He's one of my favorite directors now to date, so I'm very, very happy to have this DVD. This was actually another one of my uncle's DVDs, and he was the one who showed me this. My parents used to say, don't let him show you movies. He's gonna corrupt you when you get older, and look at me now. So I mentioned on my Instagram, and I was actually very surprised to see that Sarah Hawkinson shared my story into her story. I love Possessed by Horror. I love anything Sarah Hawkinson does. I've mentioned her in like my favorite channels video. So she often talks about The Haunting of Molly Hartley, which I picked up, which has very, very good nostalgia for me. There was one summer where I only watched this and Slither over and over again, probably around the 9th, 10th grade. So I am very excited to rewatch this. Also, I added a Blu-ray. This is Halloween. This is the old Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis in it, where she was an infant baby. Not literally, but like she looks so young. So to compare this to the newer one where she comes back, I'm very excited to kind of like watch them side by side. Yeah, I was worried I wouldn't be able to fit my Blu-rays in there. Alright, so we'll keep the Blu-rays aside, we'll keep the box sets aside. Okay, you guys have heard me mention on multiple occasions that this movie is the one that scares me more than anything in the world. People Under the Stairs, I have no valid reason for myself to be afraid of it. Really don't think it's probably that scary, but when I lived in the first house my parents and I ever lived in, it had this massive staircase, and kind of like, it looked like the Harry Potter where Harry, slept in the first movie, like underneath the stairs, but we didn't have a door or anything, so it was just like, are there people under my stairs? We'll never know. That's fucked up. Anyways, I still have never watched this movie in full. So maybe we'll do it for my I finally watched this series. So very quickly, at half price day at Goodwill this time, I actually found this. It's an animated Resident Evil Degeneration X, just kidding. So I thought I would add this. I've never seen it. I thought it would be fun to watch. Okay, so finally adding Saw 4 and 6. So now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1, 7, and Jigsaw. Which one is 4? Mars? Mars? I need help. Something pretty cool that I found at our local record store the other day was this Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which actually came with a little envelope here full of evidence photos. They're not very like clear or anything, but like you can tell that's a toe tag and like different evidence photos from the movie. Oh, I didn't even notice that on the back. It tells you like FBI stuff. That is very cool. This was a very cool find. I'm really glad that I got to add this to my collection. I remember sitting on Skype when I was probably like 13 or 14 with all my friends watching this as like a party share movie and being absolutely horrified. Well, up to date, that's all she wrote. I hope that you guys enjoyed this style of video. If you hear anything in the background, that is Marcel watching competitive arm wrestling. If you guys have not seen competitive arm wrestling, I did a whole video on that over on New Perspective, which was a really good video in my opinion. Oh my goodness, I forgot the absolute last thing here. Holy crap, the pièce de résistance. Today at Goodwill, I found season 1 of The X-Files. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to dive into this. I only really saw this when I was a kid, and I don't think I was old enough to really digest the concepts, so I'm very excited to watch this. Let me know which season of The X-Files was your favorite, and if you liked the reboot. I watched the reboot, I really liked it. So that's going to be it for me for today. Let me know if you liked this video, and I will see you in my next DVD haul. Sayonara, horror fans. Nope, that wasn't right. Sayonara, spooks.